गोपीजनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपीजनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Jaya Radha Sham Sundar Radha Sham Sundar Radhe Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Goranitai 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 Jaya Goranitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस स्वैचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्णु विष्णुपाद परमहंस स्वैचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। संवेद गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। निताई गौर हरि प्रेमानंद। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्री गुरु एंड गौरंगा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्रीमद् भागवतम कैंटो 10 चैप्टर 51 टेक्स्ट नंबर 45। श्री मुचुकुंद uvāca vimohitoyam jana īṣa māyayā tvadīyayā tvām na bhajanti anartha-dṛk sukhāya duḥkha-prabhaveṣu sajjate gṛheṣu yoṣit puruṣaś vañcitaḥ Śrī Mucukunda uvāca vimohito jana māyayā tvadīyayā tvām na bhajanti anartha-dṛk sukhāya duḥkha-prabhaveṣu sajjate gṛheṣu yoṣit puruṣaś vañcitaḥ Śrī Mucukunda uvāca vimohito jana māyayā tvadīyayā tvām na bhajanti anartha-dṛk sukhāya duḥkha-prabhaveṣu sajjate gṛheṣu yoṣit puruṣaś vañcitaḥ Śrī Mucukunda uvāca vimohito jana māyayā tvadīyayā tvām na bhajanti anartha-dṛk sukhāya duḥkha-prabhaveṣu sajjate gṛheṣu yoṣit puruṣaś vañcitaḥ Śrī Mucukunda uvāca vimohito jana māyayā tvadīyayā tvām na bhajanti anartha-dṛk sukhāya duḥkha-prabhaveṣu sajjate gṛheṣu yoṣit puruṣaś vañcitaḥ Śrī Mucukunda uvāca vimohito jana māyayā tvadīyayā tvām na bhajanti anartha-dṛk sukhāya duḥkha-prabhaveṣu sajjate gṛheṣu yoṣit puruṣaś vañcitaḥ Śrī Mucukunda uvāca vimohito jana māyayā tvadīyayā tvām na bhajanti anartha-dṛk sukhāya duḥkha-prabhaveṣu sajjate gṛheṣu yoṣit puruṣaś vañcitaḥ Ladies Śrī Mucukunda uvāca vimohito jana māyayā tvadīyayā tvām na bhajanti anartha-dṛk sukhāya duḥkha-prabhaveṣu sajjate gṛheṣu yoṣit puruṣaś vañcitaḥ Word meanings kindly repeat. Śrī Mucukunda uvāca Śrī Mucukunda said, vimohitaḥ, bewildered, ayam, this, janaḥ, person, Isha, O Lord, māyayā, by the illusory energy, tvadīyayā, your own, tvām, you, na bhajati, does not worship, anartha-dṛk, not seeing one's real benefit, sukhāya, for the sake of happiness, duḥkha, misery, prabhaveṣu, in things that cause, sajjate, becomes entangled, gṛheṣu, in affairs of family life, yoṣit, woman, puruṣaḥ, man, cha, and vañcitaḥ, cheated. Translation, please repeat. Śrī Mucukunda said, O Lord, the people of this world, both men and women, are bewildered by your illusory energy, unaware of their real benefit. They do not worship you, but instead seek happiness by entangling themselves in family affairs, which are actually sources of misery. Purport by disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Mucukund immediately makes it clear that he is not going to ask the Lord for material blessings. He has advanced spiritually far beyond those who try to exploit religion for all kinds of material benefits. Artha means value, and the negation of this word, anartha, means that which is valueless or useless. Thus the term anartha-dṛk indicate those whose vision is focused on valueless things, who have not understood what actual earth or value is. All that glitters is not gold. And Mucukund here emphatically states that we should not ruin our spiritual chances by entangling ourselves in the fool's gold of bodily relationships. We are meant to love the Lord. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Ajnantimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udpad Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagan Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagan Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhuba Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashadeshatarine. Hare Krishna. So first of all, I will beg all of you to give me mercy so that I can speak something from Srimad Bhagavatam to you. Especially I ask mercy from Maharaj. It's actually very embarrassing for me to sit here and speak in front of all so much elevated souls. And I beg that you all speak from my mouth. So that will be very merciful. Here we are listening because today is Sunday and some people are there, those devotees who are not regularly in class in Vrindavan. So for them I will little brief what is going on in this here. So Mucukund Maharaj was sleeping in a cave, and Kalyavan and Jarasandh attacked Mathura. So Lord Krishna, he came running to the cave of Mucukund Maharaj, and Kalyavan was following Krishna. So when Krishna reached the cave of Mucukund Maharaj, and Mucukund Maharaj had a benediction that whoever will disturb his sleep will be burned by his sight. So when Mucukund Maharaj was woken by Kalyavan, so by the sight of Mucukund Maharaj, Kalyavan got burned. And now Krishna came in front of Mucukund Maharaj, gave his darshan to Mucukund. And Mucukund Maharaj asked Krishna that, who are you? Tell something about yourself. So Krishna very humbly told that I have many names and forms. To calculate those names and forms are very difficult. But this time, because I am son of Vasudeva, so people call me Vasudeva. And very humbly, Krishna is not saying that I killed Kansa, I did this, I did... He said, these things were done by me somehow or the other. Very humbly, Krishna is saying this way. And then Krishna is telling Mucukund Maharaj that I could not kill this Kalyavan. That's why I brought him here to be killed by you. I did not kill him. You just burned him. Just now you burned him. I did nothing. So here Krishna told Mucukund Maharaj that because Kalyavan had a benediction by Lord Shiva that he will not be killed by anybody who belongs to Mathura. So I could not kill him. That's why I brought him here to you, so that you can burn him, you can kill him. But then Krishna again says that it's not that only in the whole world only you could kill him. Anybody who is outside Mathura could have killed him. I could have made it done by some other person also. But I had a great desire to give you mercy, to give you anugraha. I had this desire because Narada informed me that you are sleeping in this cave and you have a desire to have my darshan. So just to give you anugraha, just to give you mercy, I came here and I brought Kalyavan here. So what mercy? Now you ask any benediction. Because it is the nature of the Lord that he wants to give something. Until and unless he gives something to somebody, he does not feel satisfied. It is said in 5th canto, Satyam Vishatyam Arthitam Arthito Nirnam Nevarthadoyat Punararthitayataha. It is said that Krishna does not feel satisfied until and unless he gives something to his devotee. Satyam Vishatyam Arthitam Arthito. Somebody who wants something, who desires something, he is arthi, and he perform some devotional service for Krishna, then it is true, it is confirmed that Krishna will fulfill all his desires. Satyam Vishatyam Arthitam Arthito Nirnam. He have to fulfill all the desires. But Nevarthadoyat Punararthitayataha. But sometimes when the Supreme Lord sees that he is begging one thing and then other thing, then he stops giving him things. Nevartho yat punararthita. Punararthita means again and again he goes to Krishna, now give this, now give this, now give this. Then sometimes Krishna stops. Why? Because Krishna is not satisfied by giving something, and even after being given by Krishna, he is always asking something, always asking. That means he is not satisfied. So Krishna wants to give his devotees something which will completely satisfy his heart. So, Swayam vidhate bhajatam anichchitam. Although even if the devotees does not desire, he does not even desire the lotus feet of Krishna, Swayam vidhate. Sometimes Krishna by his own sweet will gives his lotus feet to his devotee. Why do he give so? Because his lotus feet are like cap on a bottle. The bottle have so many some liquid in it. So it's like our heart is full of so many desires. So Krishna gives his lotus feet to the devotee. He gives taste in his holy name. He gives taste in his pastimes, so much so that the devotee forgets every material aspirations and aspire only for the service of Krishna. So it is nature of the Supreme Lord that he wants to give something. So he came to Mucukund Maharaj. He said, you ask some benediction, some blessings you ask. He gave darshan to Dhruva Maharaj. He said, ask some benediction. He gave darshan to Prahlad Maharaj. He said, ask some benediction. So it is his nature that without giving he does not feel satisfied. So when Krishna appeared before Dhruva Maharaj and asked him to ask for some benediction, so sometimes the main problem is that people do not understand what the real anugrah or what real blessing is. Usually people think that we get some material benefit and that is the best blessing we can get from the Lord. Once I had gone to Hajipur for some preaching program. So it was Janmashtami time. So one young girl devotee came to me, and new devotee. She said that we cannot fast for Janmashtami. I asked why. Because one of my uncle died on Janmashtami day. So now we cannot fast on Janmashtami. So I asked, what? Does this make Janmashtami inauspicious? That because your uncle died on Janmashtami day, that is very auspicious. To leave the body in a auspicious place, in dhām, or to leave the body on a very auspicious time is actually auspicious. It is very auspicious. So Krishna did some mercy on your uncle that he died on Janmashtami day. You should celebrate Janmashtami more nicely. So one problem is that general people do not understand what real blessing is. Prabhupada used to tell one story that there was one old lady and she was selling fruits. So one time she had her basket of fruits and she wanted to pick it on her head so that she can go and sell the fruits. So there was an old Babaji there. She asked the Babaji, I am not able to pick up this basket and put on my head. So could you kindly please pick this and keep on my head? So the Babaji said, even I am an old man. So what should you? You chant Hare Krishna. You call Krishna. Krishna helps everybody. He will help you also. So she started saying Hare Krishna. Krishna came and he asked the old lady, oh mother, what should I do for you? Arey, don't you see? Keep the basket on my head and I will go and sell these fruits and then I will earn some money and eat something. So Prabhupada told this story explaining that how we demand, we get the Supreme Lord, then also we demand him some burden. Give me some burden, give me some burden. So when Krishna was delivering Gajendra, he actually killed the crocodile. And now this is the rule of this material world, that whatsoever the devotee is, he has to leave this material body here and go Vaikuntha with a spiritual body. But the main problem is, the acharyas write, that if Krishna would take the soul of Gajendra to Vaikuntha, what people would say? That little devotee Gajendra, that elephant, he did so many prayers to Vishnu, and what Vishnu did? Came and killed him. But then we can say, no, he went to Vaikuntha. Who knows Vaikuntha or no Vaikuntha? We see the dead body of Gajendra there. So Krishna made Gajendra same body spiritualized and put him on Garuda and took him. Why? Because normally general people do not understand the mercy of the Supreme Lord. They would what they will say? What happened? He died. He prayed to Krishna and he died there only. Then we will never recite Gajendra prayers. Because if we pray, then we will die. So when Krishna appeared in front of Dhruva Maharaj, he said, Satya Ashisha hai Bhagwan stav pad padma. Oh my Lord, the real benediction is not for what I came to the forest. The real benediction is your lotus feet. Service to your lotus feet is actually the real benediction. Satya Ashisho, real Ashirvad or real benediction is Tava Pad Padma, is your lotus feet. Service to your Lord. But what is your hope, Dhruva? Then he said that because you are very merciful, you treat your devotee like a cow treats calf. What does cow do to calf? She protects her from dog and other animals, and she gives her calf milk, her nectar. Similarly, you give your devotee the nectar of your holy name, the nectar of your form, the nectar of your pastimes, and you protect your devotee sitting within the heart. You protect your devotee from material desires which may take him away from you. So, here we understand that the real anugrah, the real blessing is service to the Supreme Lord. So here Mucukunda Maharaj is saying the same thing. Here it said that Śrī Mucukunda uvāca. Śrī, it's put because he's seen as very beautiful because of his devotional feelings. He's saying, ayam jana ish māyayā tvadīyayā tvām na bhajati anartha-dṛk. Because people are anartha-dṛk. Earth means something which is for benefit. And anarth means which is not beneficial. And people is seeing anartha. What is not beneficial for them, they have vision towards, they are seeing towards that thing that we should get this. And they are not seeing anartha as anartha. The main problem is that they are seeing anartha, what is not beneficial for them, and they are seeing it as artha. They are seeing as this is beneficial for me. So here, Mucukunda Maharaj is clearly indicating the Lord that I am not going to ask you for any material benediction. Why? Because he is saying that sukhāya duḥkha-prabhaveṣu sajjate gṛheṣu yoṣit puruṣaś vañcitaḥ. Here in this material world, all the men and women are trying to cheat each other. And oh my Lord, you are also started cheating. I have heard that you cheat the cheaters. That is fine. Yatha māṁ prapadyatam sate bhajamiham. Krishna have this formula that however you come to Krishna, the same way he reciprocates. So Pralambasur came to Krishna, he in a form of cowherd boy, and he shake his hand with Krishna, said, Krishna, friends. So Krishna was thinking he is already a cowherd boy, why is he asking for friendship? The Supreme Lord understood that there is some cheating going on. So what was his feeling? Outside friendship, inside I will kill you. So Krishna said, okay, ye yatha māṁ prapadyate tāṁ sate bhajamiham. Outside friendship, inside I will kill you. So I have heard that you cheat the cheaters, that is fine. But my Lord, you have started cheating the devotees also. Same way when Krishna came in, Lord Nrsimhadev came to Prahlad Maharaj and told him, ask for some benediction. He said that, my Lord, this is not right, this is not proper. If somebody is worshipping you for some material benefit, if somebody is serving his master for some material benefit, then he is not a servant, he is a businessman. And if some master wants to keep his prestigious position and gives material benefits to his servant just to keep him as a servant and have his material prestigious position, then he is also not a true master. So don't cheat me like, don't tempt me with some material benediction. I'm already born in an asura family. And asuras, all my association is of tamoguni people. So if you tempt me with some material benefit, it may be that, my Lord, I may ask you for material thing. So don't try to cheat me like this. So say, in the same way, here Mucukunda Maharaj is saying that already all the male and females, these puruṣaḥ and yoṣit means women, the men and women, they both are trying to cheat each other all the time. And for what they are cheating? For sukhāya. For some little insignificant pleasure, they are trying to cheat each other. The acharyas write in the commentary that vedeshu lokeshu cha. We see in the Vedas also, in the scriptures also, and we see in general experience also. If you see, there are so many jokes in this world. There are so much, people do so much comedy. And 90% of the jokes are based on how men are cheating women and how women are cheating men. 90% people make jokes like this. So one will ask that when people know these jokes, when people know how men are cheating women and women are cheating men, and both are trying to become happy and they both are becoming at last sad, they are getting misery only, then why don't they refrain? So lokeshu, you see so many jokes and we experience also. Ask any grihastha devotee also that how life is pleasurable, and they know the experience. The experience is not very pleasurable. And Acharya is saying Vedeshu, we can see in the scriptures also. There is not only one praman or two praman, there are so millions and millions of praman. Everybody is saying the same thing. In the 11th canto, Navyogendra is saying that karmani arambhanam duḥkha-prabhaveṣu sukhāya ca pasyat pak viparyasam methuni charinam nirnam. They are saying that karmani arambhanam, everybody do some activity, they have two consciousness. One is that one should get happiness. We will do this activity, we will become happy. We will do that activity, we will become happy. And the other consciousness is that by doing this activity, all my miseries will go away. But one should see, pasyat pak viparyasam, before approaching a spiritual master, it is said that one should see, pasyat, one should see, pak viparyasam, that we are trying to cook something and something else is being cooked. We are trying to make some happiness, but actually we are getting misery. And especially who should see? So they are saying that methuni charinam nirnam. People who are thinking that just by, the male is thinking that by getting married with this woman, I will become happy. And the woman is thinking that he will give me protection and I will become happy. So they should see that they are actually not becoming happy, and this is actually increasing their miseries. When Prahlad Maharaj was speaking to his classmates, he was telling them that one should do bhajan, one should do Bhagavad dharma from very childhood. So the schoolmates of Prahlad Maharaj said, Prahlad, that is okay, but at least let us get settled. Once we are married and then we will chant Hare Krishna, there is no problem. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Katham priyayam anukampitayam sangam rahasya ruchiransya mantrana. He is saying that Katham, how? Priyayam anukampitayam. When your beloved will come to your home, when you become married, and your wife comes to your home, will she let you chant Hare Krishna? It will become very difficult. Anukampitayam. Prahlad Acharyas are writing, what does anukampa means? Anukampa means she will show that I have been so merciful to you. I left my father, I left my mother, I left my friends, I left my family, I left my comfort and came to you, and now you will not care for me. And our Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Radha Govindas Goswami Maharaj says that the wife simply says one sentence, when you will die, I will also die with you. And then there is no Hare Krishna. The bead bag will just hanging on the neck, but the person will not be able to chant. So here the same thing Mucukunda Maharaj is saying, sukhāya duḥkha-prabhaveṣu sajjate. He and she both, they are actually working for happiness. And what is increasing? They are getting prabhav, they are getting dukkha. So one will ask that if they are getting miseries only, then why don't they give up? So he is saying sajjate, they become attached. We will make our material existence happy somehow or the other. They become attached. Attached to what? First, the man is attached to woman, and then he is attached to everything related to that woman. gṛheṣu, with the house, bank balance, property, with children. Prahlad Maharaj is saying that the small children, they speak very lovingly, they speak, and the person becomes attached to that also. So there are so many praman in the Shastra that everybody, especially in these relationships, everybody is trying to cheat the other person. There are pramana also, and there are stories also. There are less stories. When there was churning of milk ocean, so when Amrita was produced, the nectar was produced, and the demons took the nectar from the hands of Lord Dhanvantari, the demigods approached the Lord. What has happened? See, all the nectar they will drink. Lord said, well, who are they? Asuras, no? I will make them fight between themselves. Asuras have two weaknesses, money and women. So when Krishna wanted to cheat men, he came as woman. He came as Mohini Murti. And whatever he was speaking, completely cheating. The demons were saying that you take this nectar and you divide among we all, the demigods and demons, all we work together, now you divide. And Mohini was saying, oh, I have no experience to divide. No, you divide. However you divide, that is okay. So Mohini says that I don't know how to divide. These things I don't know. I may make a mistake. You can never make a mistake. So she is also cheating and they are also getting cheated and they are also trying to cheat also. They just gave the nectar to Mohini Murti and said that do whatever you wish to do. You want to divide it equally, divide it equally. You want to drink it, you drink it all. No problem. Then what will you do? No problem, you drink. And if you want, you can throw it. We will not say anything. So is it not clear that Mohini is trying to cheat the demons? It is very clear. And similarly, we see in the pastime of Purva Maharaj. When Urvashi came to Purva Maharaj to get married with him, so she made some conditions. And one of the condition was that I will take only clarified butter, I will take only ghee. That is okay. He was also a king. Another condition was she brought 2 lambs with her. She had 2 lambs with her. And what was the use of those lambs? That if you are not able to protect those lambs, she had this plan actually. If you are not able to protect these lambs, I will leave you. So was she not cheating? It was very clear that she is going to cheat him. But still, he became attached. And similarly, we see Mother Ganga. When he came to Shantanu Maharaj, she said that whatever activity I do, you cannot speak a single word against me. So was it not clear to Shantanu Maharaj that she is going to cheat one day? What does this statement mean? If somebody says that the condition for marriage is that whatever I do, you cannot speak one single word in front of me. Whatever I do, you have to accept it. Is it not clear that she is cheating? It is very much clear that she is cheating. So this is what Mucukunda Maharaj is saying. Vañcitaḥ, they both are cheating each other. It's not that men are cheating women and women are cheating men. No, both are cheating each other. This world is full of cheaters and be cheated. So how they are cheated? We will say that they are getting married, they are trying for a family life. What is the problem with that? So Mucukunda Maharaj is saying that the problem is tvām na bhajanti anartha-dṛk. Being attached to their family affairs, they are getting pain, they are getting miseries, and somehow the other they want to make the situation pleasurable. They will spend whole of their life just to make the situation somehow or the other it becomes pleasurable. Somehow or the other. They spend their whole time, they spend their whole money, they spend their whole energy just to make the situation again with a hope, that hoping against hope, Prabhupada says, that somehow or the other this material the way the material existence go, we will make it pleasurable somehow or the other. And then anartha-dṛk. So they don't understand what the real artha is. What is the real benefit for? Na te vidu swart gatim hi Vishnu durāṣaye bahir arth manena. Prahlad Maharaj is saying, na te vidu, they don't know swart gatim hi Vishnu, that the real benefit is the service to the Supreme Lord. That is their real benefit. They will be benefited by this. But they don't have time for that. Na bhajanti. They don't do bhajan, by which they will get the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, that they will get the service of the Supreme Lord. They don't do that. Why? Anartha-dṛk. Because they don't see any benefit in serving Krishna. They see only that the only benefit they have is somehow or the other, if we can make our family life very pleasurable, very comfortable, then this is our real benefit. So, but this question can be asked, that when they are trying for pleasure and they are always getting miseries only, then they should give it up. They should understand that they are getting cheated. Somebody who will understand that I am getting cheated and again I am getting cheated, then he should think about it? No. So they should. So Mucukunda Maharaj is saying that only knowledge is of no use. They have this knowledge, they have this realization. Once Prabhupada was speaking, there is a saying in Hindi, Dilli ka laddu jo khaye so pachta hai, jo na khaye so pachta hai. So Prabhupada was saying it in his words, that one who has not married yet, he have a desire, if I become married, I will have sweets. Yes, it will be very nice, very pleasurable if I get married. So one who do not eat that laddu, that sweet ball, he thinks that if I eat that sweet ball, I will be very happy. And one who eats that sweet ball also so Dilli ka laddu jo khaye so pachta hai and jo na khaye so pachta hai. One who eats that sweet ball, he also laments. One who does not eat that sweet ball, he also laments that I am not getting married. So if they understand, if they have this knowledge that this is anartha, why don't they give it up? Because knowledge is not the complete solution. Mucukunda Maharaj is saying, bhajanti. Service to you, worship of you is actually the real solution by which one can become free from this anartha. Because sajjate, they are very much attached to making the situation pleasurable. So what is required? Service is required. By that service, by that bhajan, they will become attached to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. So one question will again come, that even this knowledge is available. They must be knowing that by doing bhajan, who is the person who does not know that by serving the Supreme Lord, one becomes free from these anarthas and they can attain supreme happiness. But the main problem is that even after this knowledge, until and unless one get the association of realized souls, until and unless he gets the association of devotees of the Lord, he have no inclination to serve the Supreme Lord. He will have an inclination to serve the Supreme Lord by the association of devotees. That Mucukunda Maharaj will, in his stuti, he will be saying that bhava pavargo brahmato tato yadi. Somehow the other, when somebody's material miseries are going to come to an end, his material existence is going to come to an end, then by mercy of the Supreme Lord, he gets association of his devotees. And by the association of his devotees, he becomes attached to the service of the Supreme Lord. Until and unless he gets the association of the devotees of the Lord, he cannot be freed from this anartha. He cannot have a real desire to serve the Supreme Lord. So somebody may ask that, Mucukunda, when did you get some devotee? You were sleeping. Mucukunda Maharaj is repenting that I have wasted my whole life. Previously when I was a king, I was always thinking, I am a king, I have to conquer this place, I have to conquer that place, I have to conquer that place. And then when he was helping the demigods fight against the demons, then also he was working in very rajoguna. So he was thinking that I spent my life in the rajoguna. And when the fight for the demigods was over, and they asked, Mucukunda Maharaj asked some benediction. So he asked that, let me go to sleep because I am very, very tired. So he was thinking, he was repenting that I have spent my life in Rajogun and now the other years of my life I have spent in Tamogun sleeping. And I have not done bhajan. So he is actually not speaking for others only. When he is speaking vimohito, ayam jana, ayam means this jiva means this jiva also. Who is speaking? Vimohita, I am bewildered by your illusory energy. I am also bewildered like this, and I have spent my life in Rajogun and Tamogun. I have not done your bhajan. I have done nothing for you, my Lord. But just little association I got from Garga Muni. In the first Chaturyug cycle of this Manvantar, Mucukunda Maharaj got the association of Garga Muni, who told him that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He told him this way, that he will come and give you darshan in the 28th Chaturyug cycle. So he got some little association, very little association. He just got very little association of Garg Muni, And because of that association, today he is not asking the Supreme Lord for some material benediction. He is saying, I don't want to be cheated like other people are cheating each other. I want to have service at your lotus feet, that he will be praying for. So we can understand from the prayers of Mucukunda Maharaj that by association of devotees, when a person, material existence is going to come to an end. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, he is saying in Sanatana Shiksha, he is asking that what is the time, how do we calculate that the person's material existence is going to end? So he is giving an example that in a river there are some pieces of logs and just they are going in the river flow. Somehow or the other, we don't know how, we don't know why, some of that log comes to the shore. Some, one, two, they come to the shore. And now if somebody start asking, how was this possible? Why this log only? Why not that other log? Then we have no answer for that. In the same way, we are going in this material existence, flowing in this material existence, somehow or the other, by some great fortune. When good fortune arises, one gets the association of the devotees of the Supreme Lord. When the time comes for his deliverance, he gets the association of the Supreme Lord, and thereby he becomes attached to the service of the Supreme Lord. So this is what Vyasadeva saw. Vyasadeva saw the Supreme Lord. Vyasadeva saw Maya, his illusory energy, just at his back. The Vyasadeva saw how Jiva is entangled by Maya, the illusory energy, and then Vyasadeva saw that by this entanglement, anartha, he has become, he is full of anarthas now. And anartha upsamam sakshat bhakti yoga adhokshaje. How to become free from these anarthas is bhakti yoga is the solution. Anartha upsamam sakshat bhakti yoga adhokshaje. To the Lord, who cannot be perceived by material senses, by performing devotional service, one can become free from anarthas. But lokasya ajanatah, but people in general does not know this. So Chakre Satvat Samhita. So Vyasadeva wrote this Satvat Samhita Srimad Bhagavatam. Yasya ve Shruyamananam, just by hearing it. Or Shruyamananam means desire to hear. See, bhakti, one of the main thing of bhakti is that it is desire to serve, which is bhakti. The performance of devotional activities is bhakti, but main ingredient is desire to serve. Anya abhilashita, abhilasha is very important point in devotional service. That's why he's saying that I don't have abhilasha for all these things. I have abhilasha for your service. So, yasya ve shruyamananam, when somebody desires to hear Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna Param Purushe, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotees, bhaktir utpadyate pumsam. One becomes service inclined to the Lord and his devotees, and shok moh bhayapaha, all his material miseries come to an end. So this is the solution. Bhakti yoga is the solution. Hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, chanting the holy names, serving the devotees of the Lord. So we can learn this from Mucukunda Maharaj. Hare Krishna. So I tried to speak something, and please some comment and some questions. Some comments, Prabhuji? Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Oh, thank you for a wonderful description. I apologize, I came a little late for class. Wonderful description of this amazing pastime, Mucukunda Maharaj. My question is that, as you mentioned, lamenting that, you know, first of all, I'm a king and I've engaged in all this passionate activity of killing demons and things, and then I'm desiring to sleep for so long. So that we hear from the past, and what we don't hear, and you had mentioned he had Garga Muni's association, but what we don't hear is what devotional service he did perform to be able to get Krishna's direct darshan like that. And that must be volumes of devotional service that we haven't heard about, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. We don't find any passage, and we don't even really find the passage where Garg Muni and Mucukund Maharaj met. But somewhere it is written, it's in Vishnu Purana. I have no idea that it is there or not. I have not read it. So, but he is getting the darshan of the Supreme Lord because one of the main reason is his desire to have that darshan. And he must have performed the devotional service, and it is the heart of the devotee that even if he performs some devotional activity, he does not think that I have performed so much devotional activity. He thinks that I have spent so much of my life I have spent in material activities, not serving Krishna. So it is his heart full of humility that he is repenting that I have spent so much. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in his commentary that why did he demanded sleep from the demigods. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is writing in his commentary that he thought that there was a very long period of time. He was fighting for the demigods in Treta Yuga of the first Chaturyuga cycle of this Manvantar. And now Krishna is appearing in the 28th Chaturyuga cycle, Dwapar Yuga. So there is a long time of 27 Chaturyuga cycle. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is writing in his commentary that Mucukund Maharaj thought that I cannot live in so much separation for such a long period of time.
Okay.
So he asked that please give me sleep. I will sleep. And then whenever I wake up, I will directly see the Supreme Lord. So, but because he, with his humble heart, he is thinking that why I demanded to sleep. I could have, that time also I could have spent in serving the Supreme Lord. So this is his humility, not that he was actually not serving.
Thank you for explaining that, Prabhu. Thank you.
A family that prays together stays together. And we see actually that most people are inclined to have family and children and bring them up in Krishna consciousness. It's almost a challenge for them to also stay more Krishna conscious because of feeling responsible for others, for the wife and children, and also being conscientious to take care of mother and father and the family unit. So how do we distinguish what is a Krishna conscious family unit, and if it's not that Krishna conscious, how much should we attempt to bring the whole family on board to that platform of devotional service, which is the ultimate goal, without just leaving the family or abandoning irresponsibly?
Yes, Trudy. Actually, you all know the answer. But still you are asking maybe for the benefit of everybody. So the point is that it is not for actually if the family is Krishna conscious, then it is Brahmaji speaking in his stuti in the 10th canto 14th chapter that this family life is like shackles only till one does not becomes devotee to Krishna, one does not become completely Krishna conscious. So but somebody who is not completely Krishna conscious, it is something like shackles. And then we have to make a balance in practical life. We have to make a balance that if we are already a family man, then we cannot give up your responsibilities to our family. And the main responsibility is to make them all Krishna conscious somehow or the other. So one have to do this responsibility.
Family that prays together, stays together. I guess they could all do kirtan.
Yes, Raji. The main point is that Mucukund Maharaj at the end of his life, he is praying in this way. At the end of his life, even if somebody spends his life in family life, even in a family of Krishna conscious devotees also, at the end he can pray like this, that had I not had a family life, then I could have spent all these years serving more freely for Krishna. At the end of it, it's not that we have to become irresponsible during our family lifetime, but he's speaking this when he is having a darshan of the Supreme Lord and at the end of his life. Right.
That's quite relevant. But the family, not always a distraction, but it can be an asset in the right environment to help each other deepen your attachment to Krishna. It can be a win-win situation. You devote yourself to very good souls that Krishna has sent to you, and then they can help you along. I had that personal experience in my own gṛheṣu life. I had two sons, one of which went to Gurukul, but when he was a young man, he gave everything up. I have another younger son, 4 years younger. He never went to Gurukul, but somehow he was attracted and became a very first-class devotee. So the challenge has been to still help my son who was not inclined towards Krishna, somehow hope against hope that he will see the light eventually. And we owe him, acceptance and some support. But of course, my younger son, having given himself completely to bhakti, then he deserves even more appreciation, encouragement, etc. So it can be mixed. It can be gṛheṣu life can be a blessing and a burden at the same time. Yeah.
Yes, so like if there is desire to serve, if there is desire to serve, then everything is perfect. Here Mucukunda is saying sukhāya. When for material happiness they try to cheat each other, then this is entangling. When for our own material happiness we are going for a family life, so then that is cheating. Because the man does not want the woman to think of Krishna. He wants to, if he is not Krishna conscious, if he has no desire to serve. And the woman also don't want that my husband should think of Krishna, he should associate with sadhus. Sometimes even women have this thing that Lord Kapila is saying that sometimes big kings, they go and they conquer so many places, and when they come back to their palace, so his queen will ask him, where were you? He will say that, he will say that I went to conquer so and so places. No, you are lying. You were with somebody else. So, Lord Kapila is saying. So if there is no desire to serve Krishna, the family is not Krishna conscious, and we are working all the time sukhāya for material happiness, then vañcitaḥ, we are being cheated by the illusory energy of the Supreme Lord. And we are working to serve the Supreme Lord, making Him the center of our life. So Brahmaji is saying then that household life is better than sannyasis. According to Brahma's stuti, the household life of the Brajvasis is more appreciated than the sannyasis. Why? Because in the household of the Brajvasis, everything is meant to please the Supreme Lord. They have their sons because they are friends of Krishna. They have their kitchen just to give some pleasure to Krishna. They have everything, whatever they have, they are having to give pleasure to Krishna. So if somebody is completely Krishna conscious, then there is no problem in family life. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was completely Krishna conscious. He is the greatest acharya.
Prabhu, it seems like the goal of everything, as you mentioned, is to ultimately to please Krishna. But because we're materially contaminated, we have to go through different experiences. And in fact, when I was here about 6 years ago, I was managing 24-hour kirtan for a couple of years. I just finished a parikrama of Govardhan. I was feeling very blissful. My brother, who's also a devotee, called me up, and we had a nice chat. It was so nice to hear my brother. All of a sudden he said, Prabhu, he said, our mother, she was 98 years old at the time, she fell. She was very independent, living by herself. She didn't break anything. She's in a rehab center. I think you should go take care of her. And I thought, what are you saying? I'm in Vrindavan. I'm managing 24-hour kirtan. I'm doing important service for Prabhupada. I didn't say this, but I was thinking, why don't you do that? And then I was like, Krishna, what do you want me to do? And I felt Krishna wanted me to do. I left Vrindavan. I went alone up in this place, and help my mother, and I found a quote from Srila Prabhupada saying that we can never repay the debt that we owe to our mother and father. And I realized through that whole experience that Krishna was teaching me how to become selfless. And it was such an incredible experience that matured my devotional service and helped me get over some serious blocks that I had at the time. So I just want to mention that because that's kind of the essence of everything. Through all these experiences, we're learning gradually to become selfless. And when we reach that platform, we can eventually become for myself, an actual devotee of Krishna.
Yes, Rudy. Thank you very much. If I said something wrong or some correction, just a small child in front of all of you. But I was given this service, so I tried to speak something. Thank you very much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Premanandi.